sprouts. Now, if you don't want to use fresh Brussels sprouts, of course you can use the frozen ones. I just got these today. They're really nice, pretty large size. On the fresh ones, all you got to do is take the ends off. Now, if you want, you can also cut them in half. If that's a little easier, they'll cook a little faster if you want to cut them in half, especially if they're really big. So I suggest them cut them in half if they're really large. But if they're smaller, don't worry about it. Now, if you don't have time to cook these Brussels sprouts, what we're going to be doing is basically boiling them in some salted water, kind of like blanching them or par cooking. You can buy frozen and just thaw those out instead. So those will definitely save you time. If you don't have time to do fresh Brussels sprouts, go ahead and get the frozen ones and thaw them out. A lot of people don't like Brussels sprouts, but you know what? They're just like a little mini cabbage as far as I'm concerned. They really taste good. The way we're going to be doing it now today with turkey bacon and also Parmesan cheese is going to be nice. So a little bit different, and hopefully you're going to like this this way we're going to make Brussels sprouts instead of sometimes people have eaten them and they've been just overcooked and soggy, but these are going to be nice. We're also going to dice up an onion. Easy way to dice up an onion is to go down vertical and then cross it up and then make your nice 1/4 inch size dices for our onion. It's going to be nice on this. Another way you can do it, if you don't want to do that way, is to cut your slices halfway, right? And then you go right along your half moon shape to get your dices that way. That's another way to do it. So we've got our diced onion. We've also got some nice turkey bacon. Now there's a lot of different types of turkey bacon out here. This is one that doesn't have a lot of nitrates in it. Basically we're just going to cut it up into about 1/2 inch size dices. Of course the bacon's flat, but you get the idea. And bacon, the turkey bacon's going to give it a nice flavor in place of regular bacon, of course. Less cholesterol, less fat. I like turkey bacon. I think it's a good alternative, especially for those of you who do not eat pork. So this is going to lend a nice flavor with our onions as well. Here we have some boiling water. Add a little bit of salt to it. If you're not sure how much salt to it, if you don't want any salt, don't have to. I put about a tablespoon in here. Next, put in our Brussels sprouts. We're going to cook them till they're a nice bright green. They're basically going to come up to a boil, and then I'm going to let them boil for about 4 minutes. Alright, my Brussels sprouts are nice bright green. They've been boiling for about 4 minutes now. Next, I'm going to basically drain them and do not cool them down, just leave them nice and hot. Alright, in the same pan I'm going to add my olive oil. Yes. Then I'm going to put in my onions. Let those saute a little bit. You can get a little bit of caramelization on there on your onions. Stir those around some. And of course, also your turkey bacon is going to go in there with that, with your onions. And of course that's going to cook on high heat for at least 6 minutes. Leave that on high heat. Alright, nice caramelization going on with our onions and our turkey bacon. Of course it's not going to be as crisp as regular bacon, but then we're going to put in our Brussels sprouts. Put those all in there. Mix that around so you can get some of that flavor from the olive oil, also the onions, and also the turkey bacon, of course. Turn it down to medium heat. Season it with salt and pepper. Toss it some more. Alright, these make a great side dish. Of course you can do the family style or a side to go with meat, with poultry. Also, sometimes you can go with veal too on the side. And of course, we're going to sprinkle it with the Parmesan cheese on the top. And this really gives it a good flavor with that turkey bacon and the onion and also the Parmesan cheese.